Hey, good afternoon, everyone. This is Spencer Michaud here at the Great Lakes Astrology Conference, GLAC 2019. And I'm here with another attendee. This is Alia Wesala. Welcome, Alia.
Thank you.
Who is a veteran of the conference scene and conference planning. She's one of the behind-the-scenes superstars that helps make things like this happen.
I hope so.
So Alia, tell us a little bit about your experience with astrology, maybe your background with it, and how you're involved with the community and things of that nature.
Well, as you were mentioning this conference, I should actually mention this was actually my first connection to the community. Was coming to this conference, I think, in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of doing my own thing before that, and that was my first connection with a large group of other astrologers, and it really dramatically changed my experience as an astrologer and accelerated my learning as well, because there's so many ideas and things that are
Sure. So you were finding you're getting into the hive mind and letting it inspire you in your studies,
yes,
right?
Definitely.
Okay. And so you are on the board of ISAR. Tell us a little bit about ISAR. What is ISAR, and what is conference board life like?
Well, ISAR is the International Society for Astrological Research.
Okay.
I'm a recent appointee of the board. I was appointed last year, so I think I got my feet a little bit more wet at this point. We just brought on some new board members as well. But our organization overall seeks to uphold high standards in the astrological community. We do have a code of ethics that we've published and that I find to be very important, because I'm also a social worker by training, and we have a rigorous code of ethics as well.
Sure.
We also have a consulting skills training that we've offered and required as part of certification through our organization. So those are some things that we've done in the past. Lately, I've been a moderator for our Star Club series.
Ooh, tell us about Star Club.
Which happens every week.
Fun.
So we have presenters from across the globe who sign on and teach a webinar, and I'm one of the rotating moderators for that. So I've got to meet a lot of people through that, and I always learn something, and it's always a good time. So a lot of people have gotten to meet me through that too, which has been a little bit weird.
Well, and we met through an astrology conference.
Yes,
we met at UAC 2018 last year,
yes.
United Astrology Conference in Chicago, which is like Astrology Olympics.
Basically.
Happens like once every 4 to 8 years or something like that.
But we had no idea that we lived 20 minutes away from each other.
Right. So we were not in each other's sphere, even though we were in each other's backyard, and we had to come together through conference life. Okay, so that was great. We were like, oh, let's there's other people from Michigan here. Like, oh my goodness. Right. So
let's go to GLAC.
So we've started our own little kind of meetup.
Yeah, a very informal meetup group. Yeah.
So we do a little bit of a dinner party once every month or two, right? Where we get together and nerd out on astrology and talk the talk and walk the walk and
try to
complain about the transits that we're going through.
Yes.
It's more like group therapy, and which is great. You need that where you can speak in astrological terminology and share the language together.
Yeah, and that's what's so great about being at conferences is you don't have to think about how what you're saying is going to be received by whoever you're with. Usually people around you understand you, and it's delightful.
Yes. No filter. There's no filter here, right? So what is next for you, Alia? What are you getting involved with for the future and your astrological involvement?
Well, right now I'm kind of I would say a local consulting type astrologer. So a lot of the work I do is small gatherings or individual consultations with people in the local area. I do work at a metaphysical bookstore as well, which you do as well.
Yeah.
So
do readings
a couple times a month. And I'm really kind of neck deep. This is going to be backwards for you guys, maybe, maybe not.
What's that?
We are planning ISAR 2020, which will be in September of 2020. And I'm because I get nervous in front of a camera. It doesn't matter if nobody's paying attention.
You're doing great. Tell us about ISAR.
Anyway, so we have a conference coming up in Denver in 2020, and it's going to be quite large. We have 120, I think, presentations planned.
That's a lot.
So it'll be quite large. There's going to be a lot of people there. And one of the highlights of ISAR as a conference is that we have really strong international involvement. So we have global directors in a variety of countries, and we're going to be featuring a lot of them as speakers at our conference. Perfect. So the speakers that you might not otherwise get to hear live in person, you can come see at ISAR 2020. You see some of them at UAC, but
So
you
ISAR,
like to
from my
start?
understanding, ISAR is kind of so we have our local astrology conferences like GLAC, where we have, it's more, a little bit more of an intimate affair.
Mhm.
We have our giant astrology conferences like the United Astrology Conference every few years. And then we have, it's this sort of a, seems like this is a little bit more of an intermediary in between there, where it's almost, but closer to a UAC.
Well, this
Right?
year is going to be a little bit bigger than what we did in
Right.
2016. So we have a lot more speaking slots. And yeah,
How many attendees are you hoping for?
I don't want to jinx us. We're hoping to hit, I think, the high hundreds.
Okay, that's good.
So we'll
That's
see.
good.
We'll
No,
see how that goes.
we'll will it into reality.
Yes.
Right. And where is this going to be at?
It's going to be at the Westminster. It's near Denver. It's actually between Denver and Boulder. And so you can actually see lovely mountains from the conference hotel. It's a really lovely hotel. They've just redone parts of it. And it was just a really nice setting to be in when I visited there. So I really recommend that people come out, enjoy the mountain views, hopefully enjoy the mountains if you have some time.
Sure.
And of course, great astrology lectures and connecting with the community.
So start saving and planning now. So what are the dates that you've got there?
Oh, fun fact also, I just took the train to Denver from Michigan. It can be done. There's a train station.
Nice.
I don't know if everybody's cup of tea, but
the
I enjoyed it
the
a lot.
Hogwarts Express will take you there. Platform 9 3/4.
Yes. So the dates are September 10th through the 14th of 2020. So
okay.
we will have pre-conference and post-conference activities as well.
Okay.
So.
All right, and one last thing. You've been helping to plan a little bit of a social gathering tonight. And I want you to talk a little bit about our social gathering here at GLAC.
Well, we had a nice little organizational coming together moment. So ISAR and NCGR are co-sponsoring a little meet and greet session. And we're going to have snacks. We're going to have beverages and hopefully just have a time to connect with each other and gather, and just in a low-key kind of way.
And our featured event of the evening, Cards Against it's astrological Cards Against the Humanity.
So I created my own expansion pack, and I'm hoping the community members are going to help build the deck. But for those of you who've played Cards Against Humanity, we are introducing Crimes Against Astrology expansion pack. We're going to see how it goes over, and we may be bringing it to a conference near you.
And there will be plenty of Sabian symbols. There
will be a lot of
that's
Sabian
your thing, because some of those are just pretty silly. And so that'll be something that will be fun for everybody here, and help, build community. Yes,
we'll see.
I think it'll be great. I'm really looking forward to it. All right, Alia. Well, thank you for joining me today, and looking forward to ISAR 2020 and seeing how that all turns out. So appreciate you being here, and we'll catch you next time. All right.
Sounds good.
Take care, everyone.